Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Hello everybody, this is Kevin from KlotzProductions, and this is Ryan Amusements on Bioshock2. Playing through it on hard for you all. So just going to head on out of the train here.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
So as Sinclair implied there, we will be getting Incinerate on this level. But that will not be until the end of the level. Our first objective at the beginning of the mission is going to be to defeat the first Big Daddy and allow us to get the little sister. And that'll be the first part of the mission.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
So as you saw with the upgrade there, I got the drill upgrade. Now I like to get all the drill stuff because it's a good weapon you can fall back on and you can do a lot of melee damage with, and I actually use it a lot later in this level to help defend the little sisters.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here coo with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
So the first thing we had to do was go down there and get the ticket, and then don't forget to get your machine gun when you come up here, because there's going to be a battle. And you don't want to miss it anyway. But like I was saying, this is part 1. This will be how to defeat the Big Daddy and get the little sister. Then part 2 will be following how to use the little sister to harvest the atom for the different spots in the level. And then part 3 will be getting Incinerate and finishing up the level.
Daddy's home! Take aim! Fire!
But for this part of the combat, I like to just sit in the room and kill them as they come in. I was actually trying to shoot them through the window, but that really wasn't working there. So it seems better just to protect the door. And electrocute them and then shoot them. Or melee, as I was doing here. If you get the headshot on them after the electrocution, then it's an instant kill. So that's the ideal way to do it. Doesn't always happen though.
You soiled my vestments. I'll
So now that we got everybody killed, we're going to head into the actual theme park part of the level after we go ahead and loot everybody.
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3. I am Andrew Ryan.
So grab our first gene tonic here. This one helps us run faster. As you saw, there were 4 slots. I think there were 4 slots there. So you get more of those as you progress through the game. And eventually you'll have more than you'll have slots for, so you have to choose which ones you want. But right now you can just equip whatever you get. So there's a first aid kit over there you can grab with the telekinesis. And just come around and pick up the audio diary and the money laying around.
I love the kids in Miss Englert's 3rd grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
So this first room that we're coming over here to fight all these people, you don't actually have to come over here for anything. There's nothing critical to the objectives of the mission. However, I like to come in here to pick up all the additional money and to kill the people to get the ammo and stuff to prepare for the Big Daddy battle. And as you'll see here in a minute, I'll actually be getting some bots to follow me around to help battle with the Big Daddy. So it's probably a good decision to come in here and clear these guys out and get the stuff you need like I'm doing in this walkthrough. But I guess if you're going for some sort of speed run, then you wouldn't want to come into this room.
Used to be, there was no margin for one of the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a street shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Poplar's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser. Yeah, I'm all richer.
So as you saw there, I hacked the safe but messed up on it, and actually did that accidentally. However, you can decide for yourself if you want to do that or not, because the benefits are that you can claim the bots and hack them like I did there, like I've done in this situation, and they're going to help you fight. But the drawbacks will be, as you saw, that you're probably going to take a lot of damage, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to get through that section. You have to use some health packs to stay alive and such. So it's up to you, but there are advantages for it. So let's head down here and continue to pick up audio diaries and money.
I know the surface, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there, in service of the common good. But then, I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
So the girl that was down there in the bathroom is always down there once you go and pick up the stuff, so be aware that she will be there when you go in there. I'm pretty sure it's kind of a scripted enemy that comes out. So we're done in this room. And next we're going to be heading over to where we'll actually be seeing the Big Daddy, but we're not quite going to fight him yet.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
So here's another tonic that's extra drill power that we got from Eleanor.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog-eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog-eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
So we're going to come down here and hack the machines and start preparing for the battle. And what I like to purchase is the trap rivets, so we're going to be using those for the Big Daddy to make our fight a whole lot easier. And then go ahead and hack the health machine, because we're going to use this later on. Actually, it's going to be used more in Part 2 when we're defending the little sister, but you can go ahead and hack it. And then get some Eve hypos to prepare for the battle as well, so that you don't run out of your Eve when you're fighting. So now we're going to head back into where the Big Daddy's going to be, in the El Dorado up here. And the first thing we're going to do is set up some rivet traps on the wall entering into the room here. And I just shoot all my traps into the wall, because it's not going to be enough to kill them by itself anyway. So pretty much every trap that you can get, use. And then just like with the other health stations, go ahead and hack this one and hack the other machine to see what types of items you can get out of there. I just got some drill fuel though. And there's some more 50 caliber rounds under the desk there, but I didn't need any at this point. But I will definitely need them after the Big Daddy fight.
Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
So like Sinclair said, we have to take out Big Daddy. He won't attack us until we attack him. So go ahead and initiate the combat with him when you're ready. And he will start engaging you. And as you can see, I got my robots over there distracting him right now. So I'm going to let them do most of the work at first and just shoot him from a distance with the 50 caliber rounds until he takes out the robots and then shifts his focus to us. So robots are dead. He's come around behind us here. I shoot the water, but unfortunately he went to the other side. But I was able to shoot it again to stop him in the water. I think I hurt myself a little bit there. Then I just keep backing up out the door and lead him into the hallway and keep firing at him. And as you can see, the rivets took about probably about a third of his life out.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
So there we go. Took out the Big Daddy. I'm going to go ahead and get the ammo I was talking about earlier. And then we can go pick up the little sister. And that's pretty much going to finish up the first part of the walkthrough here, so I hope you all come back for part 2.
Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Like Sinclair said, we're going to be getting some Adam with little sister.